Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story just may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that resonates with this reading, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. Last night, I did a Cancer reading. It was for the Cancer female. I told you I'll be back tomorrow, which is tonight, for a Scorpio reading. But I am focused on the Scorpio man. You know, recently we had some new moons, and I spoke about that, and I did 2 videos on that recently about the new moon's energy. And Scorpios, for you who is a water sign and you have a connection to the moon, I hope you took full advantage of that. You know, the opportunities that awaited you with that full moon energy was you connecting to an unwavering commitment. You connecting to a commitment that you desired to do for yourself. What did you commit to doing for you? You know, it was important for the Scorpio mining your emotions to better understand what you are feeling. It was important for you to get under you. And what I mean by get under you was to control your emotions, because we know, like Aries, who has that mouth and that can snap out and have an argument at the drop of the dime and doesn't care who she or he hurts. Scorpios, you do the same thing. So I hope you got under yourself with that full moon energy to connect with your emotions to better understand what you're feeling before you just lash out on someone. Affirmations. Now, I'm just giving you examples of what affirmations that you should have been doing for the full moon, the new moon's energy, and the affirmations that you should be doing now. These are just examples. You know, you have to say to the universe or whomever you pray to that treasures reside under the surface. So do you remember when I said that you needed to get under yourself to mind your emotions? Also, understand that you are the treasure, and treasure resides under the surface. That means any direction that you go in, guess what? You will always be the treasure, Scorpio. Also, whenever you connected to that full moon, that new moon's energy, and you had that unwavering commitment, that meant that your desires run deep. Whatever it is that you desire to have for yourself, they run deep. So whatever you wish for will be granted. So bring it on in. You know, the dark is illuminating. Maybe there were some hidden things around you. Maybe someone was talking about you. But guess what? When there's darkness, always remember there always be light. So the dark is illuminating. People are being exposed. So trust your emotions. It's so important to trust who you are, Scorpio. You know, now let's discuss self-care rituals. Deep clean your closets. It's important to get that done before the New Year's anyway. If you're a person of color, you absolutely understand what I'm talking about. Everyone should be giving their home a facelift, meaning clean it up before the New Year's, right? Because that's what most people of color do. But deep clean your closet, Scorpio. Practice fasting. It's important to fast. Intermittent fasting. Fasting to cleanse the body, the mind, and the soul. It's important to fast. Some people go on fast for like weeks at a time, from sunup to sundown. But you can go on a fast at your own leisure, meaning that you can fast. You can say to the universe or whomever you pray to that you will be fasting for 30 minutes. You will be fasting from sun up until lunchtime. It's your choice, your time, whatever you discuss with whomever you pray to, meditate to. Now, the challenges that Scorpios have, you have this all or nothing type of attitude. And that leaves no middle ground. And I understand Scorpio likes for things to be in order, but that all or nothing attitude, it doesn't get you far with people. There has to be a middle ground to be able to compromise, for you to be able to see how that person is feeling. It's not all about how you feel and you feel only, Scorpio. You have to be able to sit down and have that conversation, but you have to leave that all or nothing attitude behind and understand that there has to be a middle ground. And that middle ground is called balance between you and whomever. The truth may be veiled, with people assuming a more secretive stance. There's going to be some truths coming out, Scorpio. And be ready to not have any surprises. There's going to be some truths coming out, truths that you are already aware of. However, there's been some secrets. Someone or many people have been very secretive around you. However, the veil is being lifted for you. So there's some conversations that you will be having with a person or with many people. But understand, you can't walk into those conversations with all or nothing. You have to understand that there has to be middle ground. This reading is for the Scorpio male. Listen, females, I'll get back to you. But females, if you're in that masculine energy, then guess what? This reading may be about you as well. Scorpio's element is water. Their modality is fixed. Their planetary ruler is Pluto. And Scorpio's love, as I said the last time I did a Scorpio reading, dark colors. Whether it be dark reds, dark blues, dark grays, or blacks. They love dark colors. Their favorite day of the week for most Scorpios are Tuesday. Monday, they jump in. Their week begins. Tuesday, they're settled in and ready to go all out. It doesn't take Scorpio long to snap into their routine. Their gemstone is the citrine or opal. You know, Scorpios are very faithful. Whether you have a Scorpio as a significant other, a family member, whether Scorpio male is your brother, Scorpio male is your uncle, your grandfather, your father, they're faithful. They're very strong-willed. That's why I just said with the Scorpio man, you're going to be having a conversation with someone. Excuse me. I'm not showing my face tonight like I didn't last night. I am under the weather. So there's no need for me to share what I look like when I'm ill, because we don't know each other like that, let me tell you. But Scorpios are strong-willed. I don't edit my videos, so excuse me. When you have that conversation, yes, you want to go in with all or nothing. I want nothing but the truth, and that's all that I'll take. I don't want to hear no crying. Nobody raising their voices but me. Guess what? Scorpio, yes, we love your strong-willed attitude. But with that strong-willed attitude, there has to be middle ground. You are controlled. You can control that temper, but people don't expect you to. You know why? They know how powerful you are. Scorpios are very powerful people. They have this intense nature about them. That intense is actually passion. They're very passionate by sticking to the truth. They're passionate about being loyal. They're passionate about being strong-willed. And yes, Scorpios are very compulsive. That means in the conversation, it could go from 0 to 100 real quick. So, go in being controlled, Scorpio. You're suspicious of everything. Go in being controlled, Scorpio. You're suspicious of everything. Go in being controlled, Scorpio. You're suspicious. And for some of you, that may be true. Excuse me. And for some of you, that may be true. Excuse me. I had to really think about doing this reading because I was like, ooh, I don't want to come to this reading coughing. But guess what? I don't edit. And guess what you see is what you get. And what you hear is going to be what you get. Mr. Scorpio is a very cool customer. He knows what he wants. He knows how to get it. And he also knows how to disguise his intentions so he can keep them hidden from the rest of the world. So, Mr. Scorpio doesn't like secrets. But Mr. Scorpio is very secretive as well. See, Scorpio males? There has to be some middle ground. This man likes to play his cards close to his chest, let me tell you. Partly because he has a limited amount of trust in other people and firsthand knowledge of how treacherous that people can sometimes be. And partly because life is so much easier if he can do things in the way that he wants to do things. Releasing information on a strictly need-to-know basis. It saves so much trouble and it saves so many arguments. That's how Scorpio feels, the males. And guess what, females, if you're watching and if you're in that masculine energy, guess what? You feel the same way. But you hate, you dislike with a passion for someone to be secretive with you. Listen, you got to pick your poison. I did a Cancer reading last night for my Cancer females, and it was an awareness reading. I'm doing an awareness reading for my Scorpio males. So let's get to it. Most of you know that I usually start with my spiritual news deck. I said last night, I'm not starting with that deck today. Not going to do it. Can't do it. Don't want to do it. Don't feel like doing it. But let's ring this bell so we can begin. All right, Scorpio, that bell sound promising. We had a couple of little skips in there. Those skips could be some hiccups, but we have to see what those hiccups are, and we need to push those things out of the way because we don't need any hiccups in our life at all, right? Because Scorpios like to be Mr. Perfect, right? That's how you feel. And some people see you that way as well. Let's get to this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Scorpio. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the male Scorpios. Thank you. Scorpios, I hope everyone is doing well. Excuse me. I've been traveling, okay? I've gone to 2 funerals within 3.5 weeks out of state. And then I did an energy exchange. Some of you know what an energy exchange is. When you do an energy exchange with another person, the person that's the receiver, their body gets a little weakened for them to be able to take the energy of the person that's giving it to them. So I did an energy exchange. Energy was given to me. And so my body is a little off. And for the energy to take hold of me, it's going to be 3 to 5 weeks that I'm going to do a little sniffling, a little coughing, but it's going to be worth it. I promise that. Let's get to this reading for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpios, what's going on? This is an awareness reading. The awareness reading is a 6-card spread. Ooh, wow, those cards, they just flipped. Those cards flip. We have to take them in the order that they came out. Let's do 2 more cards. And I'm going to go over this awareness spread with you so that we could be on one accord so you can have an understanding of it. After this, we're going to clarify the message. Because, listen, I don't want to leave anybody short-handed. And for all you other tarot readers that watch me, that like to do and piggyback off my readings, thank you. Thank you very much. It's always good to follow the leader. Let me tell you that. It's always good to follow the leader. I see you. That's all I'm going to say. I see you. The very first card that we have is where you stand at this present time, Scorpio. Where you stand. And you're standing in thorns. You know, this is the number 31. Flip it and reverse it. It's the number 13. So, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new positive future. So there's some thorns. Let's go over these thorns. You see this card? There's thorns all over the place. Ooh, If you get stuck, they hurt. They scratch you, they poke you, and some make you bleed. Scorpio, let me just say this. Do you see this big opening? And do you see that sun? You have to find your way out. And when you find your way out, yes, you may get stuck. You may get scratched. You may get poked, and you may bleed. There's something that you're going through or you will be going through, and it's going to hurt. You're not going to get out of it unscathed, but you will get out of it and the sun will shine, Scorpio. The number 31 may be important to you. The number 31, that's what the thorns is. It's the number 31. So that can be important to someone. Flip it and reverse it. It also is the number 13. You know, let me just say this. This is where you stand at this present time. And, you know, Scorpio, I wish you didn't have to go through this. And yes, your answer is yes. This is a Scorpio reading for the Scorpio men. But with it being a Scorpio male reading, understand that some females stand in their masculine energies too. However, the number 31, when you see this number as you just saw it, your angels are trying to send you a message that's full of hope. That's why you saw that sun. And optimism for the future. Scorpios, you're full of hope. That's why that sun is shining through those storms. Those storms. Listen, you can get out of this situation, but coming out of it is going to hurt a little bit. And for some of you, it may hurt a lot. So please really understand that you do have the power to attract anything that you want into your life, Scorpio. And the creative ability to manifest anything that comes into your mind. You have to understand how powerful you are. For this reason, your angels are telling you to remain positively focused on a desirable outcome. These thorns, they hurt. They may scratch. They may poke you, and you may bleed. But the sun is still shining. You're going to come up out of this, whatever this situation is, but you're not going to come out of it without being hurt in some way. But just because you're hurt, it doesn't mean that the pain is going to last. That's why we have the sun. So do not allow negative thoughts to rule your mind, Scorpio. Because Scorpios, you could get hung up in that mind and think and overthink about things. The number 31 may appear in a variety of ways. As we all know, they can appear on your license plate, on a clock, on your microwave, whatever the case may be, on a grocery receipt, a monetary transaction, whatever that may be for you. But understand this, when you see the number 31, it may be a sign that you need to put creativity and self-expression first in your life, Scorpio. The ego, which is often represented as having the qualities of number 1, may be stifling your creativity. Trusting your connection to Source. Source is whomever you pray to or meditate to. Source is energy. And you will attract everything you need into your life, Scorpio. Angel number 31 may also be interpreted as an expression of root number 4. If you reduce the 2-digit number 31 to a root number, you do so by adding the 2 digits together ending up with the number 4. Now, I told you, anytime you see a number 4 in your daily life, anytime you hear someone mention the number 4, make a wish. The number 4 is hard working. The number 4 is practical and pragmatic. In this way, angel number 31 may be a message from your angels that you need to be more optimistic and joyful to attract the outcome that you're hoping for. You are hoping to come up out of this situation without being hurt, without getting a scratch on you, without getting poked, and without bleeding. Yes, you see the sun through these thorns, so you're not going to come out unscathed. There's going to be some pain. Understand that pain doesn't last. The sun is still shining. Follow the light. Follow the light, let me tell you. Your power to manifest your desires. Live your life, Scorpio. You have always wanted a connection. You have always wanted a connection that's so deeply rooted with your thinking. Now, I know a lot of you may not understand what I'm saying, and I'm going to try to break it down to you in the best way that I can. Many people live in their thoughts. People live in their mind. It's a resting place for some. And for others, it's a whirlpool. And things just go around and around in a circle. But it's comfortable. Whether you're relaxed in it or whether the mind is busy, it's relaxing for you. Because that's you being creative, trying to figure out situations without speaking about it out loud. So you, Scorpio, are connected to it. You're connected to calm, and you're connected to that whirlpool, that mind that never rests. Being connected to those things, there has to be a pause and a break. That's called control. And you do have the power to control every action because you are very creative. You have the power to manifest and bring things to life faster than any other sign. But you had to stay connected to the mind, to your thoughts, because you always have to remember that thoughts do become things. So the Bible says, whatsoever a man thinketh, so he is. Same thing in spirituality. Thoughts become things. So whether things are going on in your mind 1,000,000 miles per hour, you have to stick your hand in and slow it down, or stick your hand in, grab something, work on that. Now you've taken that one piece out. Oh my God, that mind is still busy, busy, busy. Stick your hand in, grab something else, fix it, because you're very creative. You're always going to find the solution. Because when you stick your hand in, that's like sticking your hand in the dryer and it's going and it doesn't stop. When you stick your hand in, ooh, it may hurt. It may get caught up. You may sprain that wrist. Like these thorns, you have to go through it. You're not going to come out without having some kind of scratch, and it may leave you with a scar, but the sun is going to come out. So when you stick the hand in the mind to start fixing things that you continuously think about, understand every thought is becoming a thing. Everything that you think about, you bring about. Scorpio. So, where you stand at this present time, you're going through a storm. And when you go through the storm, you have to crawl through those thorns. And that shit hurts. You ever been stuck by a rose bush or a sticky security bush and you don't have gloves on? Has someone ever pushed you in one? I'm just saying. That's what we used to do as kids, and it hurts. You're going to go through some hurt, but it's okay because the sun is shining. Go to the light, Scorpio. This is where you're going, and I love this. This is the number 16. You're going towards your strength. This is that lion. This is the lion inside of you. You know, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead in a wonderful way. I told you, this is where you stand. You got to go through some shit. Sometimes we all have to go through things that we don't like to make things better. But the universe is saying, Scorpio, harness that energy of the lion. The lion is loyal. I said that in the beginning of the reading. Scorpios are loyal. Harness that loyal energy. Because the one thing that someone is going to see you as, or many people are going to see you as, damn, Scorpio was loyal at the end of the day. So the universe is saying that energy of the number 16, which is the lion, which is the Leo card, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead in a wonderful way. Because when you come out of this storm, when you crawl through those thorns, don't stand there and try to put peroxide on those wounds. Don't try to put alcohol on those wounds to try to mend them. Spirit is saying, let the air hit them. Let them dry up and heal naturally, because you got to keep moving. You have to keep moving ahead no matter what. Keep going. They don't want you to stop. They don't want whatever is happening to make you stop. They want you to keep going no matter what. But the number 16 is usually a warning that you are about to lose something that was important to you, Scorpio, and probably in a spectacular way and style. A relationship will erupt or a professional career will burn. Whatever it is, you need to be prepared. The number 16 also reassures us that while this situation may feel like a catastrophe right now, this is something. The situation is something that needed to happen. Scorpio, you needed to go through this storm. Crawl through those storms for you to come over on the other side. The sun is guiding you. Scorpio, keep going towards the light. This needed to happen. You will most definitely be able to rebuild yourself after all of this. That's why I just told you, when you come out on the other side, don't stand there and try to nurture those wounds. Let them heal naturally. Don't try to babysit them, pacify them. Don't even try to put Band-Aids on them. Let everything work out in the way that it's supposed to be. You will most definitely be able to rebuild yourself after all this turmoil. And you will be better than ever. To rebuild yourself, Scorpio, you need to make sure that you learn from your mistakes and make changes rather than return to the same patterns. in tarot, if I was using the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the number 16 is linked to the Tower of Destruction card. Cancer received that card last night. So you may be connected to a Cancer, or you may have Cancer in your chart, which indicates that once again, that something that was important is coming to an end, and it won't be going quietly. Scorpio, this is a warning. Excuse me, this is a warning. Be prepared. Get prepared. When I see the Tower of Destruction card, I don't fear it. I love it. I embrace it. You know why? Because when something comes crumbling down, that's because old ways have to be removed. Old situations, old patterns. And then guess what happens? A beautiful new beginning. So as you're climbing through these thorns, understand you are a lion. And they want you to harness this energy. Go to the light. You see that sun? Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't walk. Run, Scorpio. That's where you're going. You're going into your strength. The number 3 card is your aspirations. That's the number 11, which is flowers, right? That's a pink sunflower, let me tell you. Be generous, Scorpio. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. After all of this BS, you will be successful in many ways. Emotionally, you're going to be successful. Oh, Scorpio, you've changed. That's what they say. And that's called success. Because who in the fuck wants to stay the same? Who doesn't want growth? So be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. You will be successful in every area of your life. That's what the angel said. Now, do you want to hear about this number 11? Should I keep going? Should I move forward? Because, see, I'm not Scorpio. I'm walking. We're going to walk through this, right? I'm going to show you how I do it. We're going to walk through this. I'm not running, Scorpio. The universe is telling you to run. And while you're running, I'm over here coughing. I can't keep up right now. But the number 11 is a message from your angels concerning your soul mission or greater life purpose. When the angels send you messages containing this number 11, which is a master number, they are sending you inspiration and encouragement to develop your abilities in ways that will help all of humanity. Humanity, those people that feel like Scorpio did something to them, the universe still wants you to help them no matter what. They want you to help them. So that's why we got that Tower of Destruction card. Something is coming crumbling down for something beautiful, something new to begin. Nobody wants to stay in the same place. Life is about growing. You have to grow. So Spirit says, water the situation. Water it so you can nurture it to help it to grow. And it is the person or the people. Angel number 11 symbolizes the principle of spiritual enlightenment and awakening, and is a reminder from our angels that all of us have come to this physical world from the realm of spirit. If the angel number 1 is about leadership, optimism, positivity, and taking the initiative, master number 11 multiplies these attributes to a higher power. The number 11 represents a transmutation of your personal power to a higher, more spiritual level. That's you harnessing that lion spirit, that Leo spirit, that strength. They want you to use it because you will have success. But they're saying, Scorpio, oh, you're going to be challenged. And they want you to still be the leader because that's who you are. The lion is the king of the jungle. When I was growing up, my mother used to say, I'm the queen in this castle. I pay the cost to be the boss. I am the mother, and I will be respected. Scorpio, you will be respected. But control. That's what Spirit is asking you to do. Because this number 11, the universe is being very generous with you, granting you success in every area of your life. They're granting you emotional fulfillment because it's yours. It belongs to you. The number 4 is your fears. Let's find out your fears. That's just number 20, Scorpio. This is marriage. Scorpio, I could be speaking to a Scorpio man that's married or thinking about being married, but you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love, but you fear losing it. And that shouldn't be a fear. You fear losing it because it falls right up under the number 31, the thorns. You're like, can my marriage, my relationship, weather the storm? Because I have to climb through these thorns. But Spirit says with this number 20, you are attracting emotional fulfillment. Just like this number 11, you are and you have unconditional love. So your fears are unfounded. You're like, can my person handle what I'm going through? The number 20 indicates one who has infinite potential when it comes to relationships or negotiation, Scorpio. So when you see the number 20, you will know that you are being helped by your angels in bringing projects to completion. This relationship is going to be successful. The vibration of the number 20 is expressed when there is a strong need to learn patience so that the appropriate actions can be properly carried out. You're saying to your persons, be patient with me. I got a lot going on. Be patient. We can weather this storm. I have to go through this. And the sun is shining through. I'm going through the light. I am the lion. I have to get everything in order. That means I have to clean house. The vibration of the number 20, once again, is expressed when there is a strong need to learn patience. I had to say that again. Because most people don't have patience. But patience is power. And when you carry that power appropriately, proper things will fall into place. The number 2 is about being a part of a group. That's you and your person. If you're married, you and your wife. And Scorpio males, if you're married to a man, that's none of my business. So it could be about you and your husband. I had no clue. I'm speaking to a person that could be married, your significant other, whatever the case may be. But this number 2 is about being a part of a group. That's you and your person, your significant other, married or not. It's about the two of you having a harmonious relationship. The number 2 doesn't like being alone. And so therefore, that's when that number 0 comes in following the number 2. That makes it the number 20, and it makes it more successful at a relationship, since 0 is all about the completion of a cycle and awareness of what is possible. Your person is telling you anything is possible. We got this, we can do this, and we're going to weather this storm together. You're saying, Scorpio, I'm going to go through the storm. I'm going to climb through those thorns for us. And your person is saying, I'll wait. No reason to fear. The number 5, these are your true desires. Your true desire is this number 1. You want abundance. Your true desire, you want abundance. And the spirit is saying, Scorpio, that lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Let me just say this, Scorpio. Life is fine as wine. You know Langston Hughes? Well, guess what? I'm 52 years old. And since I was like 12, 13, I used to read all his poetry. So life is fine as wine, right? You have that number 1, which is abundance. Listen, Scorpio, you don't like to brag. You don't like to boast. But I'm just letting you know that life is fine, okay? You have abundance right here. That's your true desire. That's what you wish for. That's what you want. That's what you need. And the universe is saying, I'm giving it to you. The number 1 is all about beginnings, newness, and change. Things are changing because with you going through the storm and climbing through those thorns, it's going to hurt. You're going to bleed. You're going to get scratched, and it may leave some scars. But that lion in you, you're going to continue to get everything in order. You're going to use your strength. The number 1 encourages you to be assertive and to take the initiative in your life, Scorpio. So if this is about love, as we see with the number 20, with this marriage card, this is a fantastic sign for those of you who are looking for that special connection, that deep kind of love. It means that true, intense, and long-lasting love is on the horizon. And Scorpio males, if you are in a relationship, you are with the right one. It's true, it's intense, and it's long-lasting. So once again, your fears, push them to the side. Scorpio don't do fear. Thank you so much for that gift. Thank you. The number 6 is your hidden message. Listen, we can't make this up. So the number 1, which is your abundance right here, guess what your number 6 card is? That's the luck of the Irish. Let me tell you, you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. See, remember, I told you that Scorpios, they know how to manifest things at lightning speeds. They know how to make it happen. They do. So the universe says, Scorpio, I got you. I'm granting you abundance. And then the universe said, if you don't believe me, then watch. luck. And I'm granting you and I'm gifting you opportunities. Whatever it is that you desire, you can have. You are right to be strong. Like that lion, stand in your strength and be optimistic about what lies ahead. Thank you for that, Rose, about the opportunities that lie ahead. So, Scorpio, what is it that you desire? What do you want? Say it, be optimistic, believe it, and let it go. Let me tell you, a lot of times when I manifest and when I speak to the universe, I like to go outside. I know they can hear me. I say they because we call them the gift givers. But when they hear me, I know they can hear me in my bedroom, in my living room, my kitchen, my bathroom. They can hear me anywhere that I am. But sometimes I like to go outside and just let my words be carried in every direction. Listen, can we be friends? Let me tell you, because at the bottom of the deck, you have the key. I love this for you because not only do you have abundance, not only do you have luck, you have the key. And the key simply means new beginnings. That's what this is all about. New beginnings, new directions, new adventures. And they await you, Scorpio. So get ready to let go of the past. It's as simple as that. Remember when I started the reading, I said, Scorpios, did you take advantage of that full moon, that new moon energy? Did you? If you didn't, it still exists. Use your magic. Your magic is your strength. Use it. When you have that strength, that means that's your willpower. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can get in your way. The king of the jungle needs to eat. Not only does the king of the jungle needs to eat, it has to take care of its pack and its cubs. Nothing gets in the king of the jungle's way. Let me just say this. I have a picture hanging on my wall, and I'm just looking at it. It says, King of a hustler. Heart of a what?
Mind of a hustler. Heart of a lion.
Mind of a hustler.
Heart of a king.
Heart of a king. Mind of a hustler. Heart of a king. That's what the picture says on the wall over there. Listen, I wear glasses. I can't see all the words. So my husband had to reinforce that for me. But mind of a hustler, heart of a king. This is a new beginning. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can get in your way. You have abundance that's being gifted to you. You have luck and you have the key. Use it. Use it, Scorpio. I'm going to clarify this reading. I hope everyone is doing well. Scorpios, hey cousin. My water sign, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer. Hey cousin, send me some of this energy. I need some of this. But we all have to go through things. The good, the bad, and the ugly. There's nobody in this world who's absolutely going through nothing. We have to go through things. And sometimes we don't even feel like they're fair. Like they're not warranted. Like, why me? But understand, soldiers, some of the strongest soldiers have to go through things. You know, I was sitting today and I had a conversation with my husband, and he asked me a question about a relative of mine. Excuse me, my camera froze on my end. And I'm like, you know, my husband always got a lot of questions, I promise you. He always got a lot of questions, and sometimes they don't be at the right time. But guess what? They make you think. So he said, can I ask you a question? And listen, I said yes, right? That was the setup. And then he made me go back into time. And I'm like, dang. He said, I just had this feeling. I said, you know what? I didn't even think about that. But it was an eye opener. He said, I just had this feeling the last couple of days. I said, I didn't even think about that. So I went into my living room and I had a picture of one of my relatives in the living room. And I threw it in the garbage. I'm like, what? I threw it in the garbage. And I'm like, Dag, I can't believe that I didn't even remember that. Probably didn't care to. But sometimes you got to go in your memory bank. And I'm like, damn, I could remember this just like it was yesterday. You know, in families, when there are generations of spiritual advisors, mediums, psychics, right? Only one can wear the crown. And one is going to be able to do more than the rest. And everybody is fighting for that spot. And in my family, when someone gets older, the gifts don't leave with them. They pass them to a person that's deserving. And when my husband asked me a question, I was like, dang, my goodness. And I recently went to go visit a relative who's 99, my aunt. And she passed hers. She did an energy transfer with me. And my goodness, I was so grateful. And she kissed my hand day one. And when she kissed my hand, I was so honored. Shit, I felt like that lion. I felt like Scorpio, like I was the king of the jungle. Day two, she took my hand and she sucked. Now, some of you don't understand what that means. And that is to pull negative energy out. Or if there's an illness inside of you, that person, practitioner, takes it away from you and they take it into themselves when new energy is coming in. And I felt so grateful and I felt so honored. But then my husband asked me a question today about a different relative. And this one relative I praise. And then when he asked me the question, I was like, oh, shucks. He was like, see, I just had this feeling. So I went and I took that picture and I threw it in the garbage. And when I threw it in the garbage, I said, I just threw the picture in the garbage. And he had left out of the house for a minute. And when he came back, he said, I took the garbage outside. I said, what the heck? He was like, yeah, I took it out. You threw it in the garbage. I took it out the house. strength, envy, jealousy surrounds many people. Scorpios, there's going to be some envy because of this abundance. There's going to be some jealousy, and I'm the last person that even likes to talk about a jealous spirit, because I've never been jealous of anyone. I'm always giving people praises, right? I'm always enjoying lifting a person up truly, right? But there's some jealousy that's headed your way with this abundance. With you being a lion, what do other animals like to do to the lion? Either they coward, they move away from, or they run away from. But then we'll get a couple of packed animals like hyenas. And they get in a group and they're like, okay, the lion is weak, vulnerable, not watching, not looking. Let's attack. So with you, this number 31, going through a storm, climbing through those thorns, you're being attacked. But the sun is right there. Follow the light. Because you are strong. And no matter how many people it is, you will be the victor. You will have your success. You fear losing. That your person is like, oh my God, this is too much BS. But your person is saying, your fears are unwarranted. They're right here. They're right here and they're waiting. The universe is being very generous with you, Scorpio. And you will have your success. And they want you to stay strong no matter what. So people are so used to Scorpio losing their shit, losing their temper like Aries does, right? Don't do it. Cool and collected. Because this abundance is here. You have it all the way through. And you have the key. And you have the power to use that key in any manner that you like, as long as it is positive. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Scorpio. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, I'm going to clarify this reading. First card that came out. Thank you so much. We have the second card that came out, third card that came out, fourth card, fifth card, and all we need is one more. Spirit guides, one more card. Thank you. Ooh, we got two. And we're going to keep these two here together. Scorpios, the very first card, where you stand, the number 31 is being clarified with pleasure. Where you stand is in your pleasure. Once again, when I get this card, people assume that pleasure is sexual. You dirty minds. This is not sexual. The thorns. What's going to bring you pleasure is to be able to come through this storm. No matter how many people are trying to attack you, you're still going to be loyal. You're still going to stand in your strength. And you're going to hold on to the knowledge that you have, the wisdom that's in your body to go towards that light. You're not going to let a hurt, a scratch, a pinch, a prick, or a drop of blood stop you. You're staying true to yourself. The number 2 card is where you're going. Let me tell you something. That's that lion. That's that number 16 energy. That's that goddess energy. Male or female. Let me just say this, goddess. The universe wants you to wake up that strength that's in you. God body. When a person hears the term God body, they automatically assume that you are a 5%er and that you represent Islam. No, God body, even religious people, the Bible says that for he that is in us is also in the world. So, I'm a spiritual woman. I'm not a Bible thumper. But if you want to discuss any religion with me, many of them I can. But I don't like to do that because most people that like to debate, they lost the debate when they tell me that they get their information from a book. This goddess is strength. That's the strength that's inside of you. The universe wants you to express your divine feminine energy to unleash your magic. That's that patience. That's staying calm. That's that nurturing energy. Because with you being under attack, you can go for the jugular. And you can wipe all these people out or this person out. But Spirit is saying, don't do it. Use your strength as the nurturer. You got that goddess energy. And it's time for you to use it. We have the number 3 card, which is your aspirations. You have the flower, which is the number 11. And that's the temptress. It's being clarified by the temptress. Now, you're a target. And with all of these good things coming your way, this success, this emotional fulfillment, there's someone that's going to come in your direction who's going to try to tempt you. Be careful with that. Because a temptress is seduction. Somebody is going to try to lure you off your path. Someone that's strong, magnetic. Someone that you may have a sexual attraction to. So, anytime when good things are happening for you, there are things that do get in the way. But you have to stand in your strength. And not to be weakened from it. Because things are going to be sent to throw you off your course. We have the number 4, which is your fears. Let me tell you, if you're in a relationship, a marriage, have a significant other, if you mess around with that temptress, you better fear. But your fear is your marriage. But your marriage, you have the key holder. A whole different deck. At the bottom of the first deck we use, also the key holder. We have it twice. So, in your marriage, what you fear of the two of you not being successful, of your person walking away, the key holder is the strength of the two of you. You'll succeed in everything you do. Many doors are open for you and your partner, your significant other. And that's a rare opportunity that's going to be offered to you. That's why you're being tested. You're going to be tested. a temptress. Someone is going to send someone your way because, ooh, somebody doesn't want you with your person. Whether it be a friend that's going to do this or a family member, but it's on you. We have the number 5. This is your desire. Abundance. Number 1, being clarified with knowledge. Scorpio, you know knowledge is power. Most Scorpios, maybe 95% of you, are very intelligent. You're not a hard study, meaning you're not the type of people to whereas it may take me 3 weeks to study something, you can do it in a day or 2. Knowledge is power. Abundance. Spirit really wants you to search what it is that you desire to have because lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. So they want you to be informed with the decision that you're making for yourself. You're in a search of knowledge. You hunger, you thirst, you're on the quest of it. So Spirit wants you to take that energy and be specific in what it is that you desire because they're gifting it to you. You're still learning and it's okay. I'm here to help you out. Be specific in what it is that you want for yourself. The hidden message, that's the luck. We had 2 cards that came out. We have out of sight. They say that out of sight is out of mind. For some people, lucky you if that's true. Out of sight is out of mind. But when you have these people over here that want to drag you through the mud, that want to hurt, that want to harm, you have been out of sight. But you're not out of mind from them. So be careful with that. You're going to hear something. I spoke to you about this earlier. A message is going to come through. Use your discernment. You are very intuitive, Scorpio. You need to believe it before you see it. Someone is going to come to you with a hidden agenda. You're very intuitive. And when I say to you, believe it before you see it, hone in on your intuition, your sixth sense. Use your discernment of knowing. Because most Scorpios are all-knowing. You know, there's wisdom inside each and every one of us. But you need to know how to hone into it to unlock your own magic. Some things are best kept a secret, but when you do wrong, it will come to the light. You have dog spirit. Anytime that you get dog spirit, that's a loyal person, a devoted person. And you're going to soon find your pack. Some dogs roam in packs. And when they roam in pack, there's only one pack leader, which we all know that Scorpio, you are the leader. The leader, so be loyal and true to yourself, to your goals. Be steadfast in your convictions because commitment is needed in order to use the key. We have key here twice. And they unlock many doors. At the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, we have fantasy. You want an escape from reality. And fantasies are mirroring desires. What is it that you want? When you manifest, you need to have a mental picture of whatever it is that you desire to have for yourself. Look at this card. This person is fantasizing about something. And with them fantasizing, this is a mental picture of what it is that they desire. In order to have whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you need to see it in the mind's eye. This is the mind's eye. You must have a mental picture of it to bring it to fruition. Don't just wish your life away. Because some people sit around and they make wishes all their lives. And the reason why you don't see it is because you don't see it in the mind's eye. So whatever it is that you desire to have for yourself, the most important thing you need to do first is to be grateful. Once you say thank you in advance before receiving whatever it is that you desire from the universe or whomever you pray to, you're halfway there. And then know what it is that you desire. Once you know, then it has to be expressed with that mental picture. You have to be able to see it in the mind's eye. Once you see it, it has to be accompanied by a feeling of satisfaction that you have it. It is already yours. And once you know that it's already yours, you have to see yourself with it. And you say thank you again. And you proceed with life. Many people sit around and they wish their whole lives away, never receiving or getting whatever it is that they desire to have. You ever saw that commercial, Set It and Forget It? That's what this is. Set it and forget it. When you set it, you've started it. Forget it, live life until it's yours. You can touch it, feel it, see it, taste it, however you envisioned it. Scorpios, welcome to the good life. Don't forget about me. Hit me in my inbox when whatever this is comes in for you. Don't forget about me. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I thank you so much for your time. I know my videos are long, but I try to give you as much information as I possibly can with what I see, and especially with these not being personal readings, I have to hone into the energy that's here. I'm nosy, so I try to give you as much as I can with what I can. I thank you for your time, because that's the most important thing to me, is your time. I thank you for it. I thank you for the gifts. I'm truly grateful. And for the new followers, thank you. I have a video, and it's somewhere here on TikTok or on my YouTube channel. And I give you the tools on how to manifest whatever it is that you desire to have for yourself. True story, and most of you who have been following me for a while, you know what I call one of my greatest Manifestations was when I only had $5 in my bank account and I qualified for a mortgage and became a homeowner. In the start, I only had $5 in my bank account. And I give you this step-by-step play on how I was able to manipulate energy. Manipulating energy is not bad. It's just a tool for you to connect with what it is that you desire to have. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This video will be posted on my YouTube platform. I send to you nothing but love and light. I will be back tomorrow at an earlier time. And you will see my face. I got to perk myself up. But I send to you all nothing but love and light. Good night. Thank you all.